Welcome back to Word of the Day with Lance Conrad. Today's word is salubrious. Let me tell you a story. Salubrious means promoting good health. The root comes from the Latin salvare, meaning to save. So something that is salubrious will save you from sickness and poor health. Adrian Peter Schmidt was born in France in the late 19th century. As a child, he contracted typhoid fever. After weeks of suffering, he was left withered and frail, barely able to even walk on his own. His parents, certain that he'd be unfit for anything strenuous or stressful, paid for him to study art, thinking that it would be a salubrious environment for him. But as he studied human anatomy and form, he became increasingly dissatisfied with his own poor health. He wanted to be as strong and fit as the great heroes of myth in paintings and sculptures. And so he set to work. Bear in mind, he was only 5'2", and at his biggest was only 126 pounds. He spent years experimenting on himself to find the most effective methods to build up his strength, agility, and endurance. Thanks to the salubrious effects of his training, he eventually became incredibly strong, outperforming world-class athletes more than twice his size. To demonstrate his strength to doubtful students or colleagues, he would shuffle 2 decks of cards together and rip off just one corner, or do some one-handed pull-ups using only his finger and thumb. He taught classes, wrote books, and generally promoted the salubrious effects of exercise. But his biggest contribution was a series of machines that would let people like him, with illnesses or injuries that made it impossible to do traditional exercises, strengthen specific muscles while sitting or even laying down. So, next time you use an exercise machine or visit a physical therapist, you're following in the footprints of Professor Adrian Peter Schmidt. Please take a moment to support us by sharing this video with your family and friends. If you enjoyed it, I'm sure they will too. We also have classroom versions of the videos and some related curriculum available for download at teacherspayteachers.com. Thank you so much. Bonus fun fact here, Professor Schmidt once arm wrestled the world heavyweight boxing champion at the time. The boxer, with extreme effort, finally beat him. But when he finally tapped the back of Professor Schmidt's hand on the table, he realized that the professor's arm hadn't moved in relation to his body. Professor Schmidt was holding his body in midair, perfectly horizontal, balanced on his elbow to give him more torque.